Hello everyone. In this session, let me solve two more example problem using the bisection method. Here I have a question. Find the root of the equation x cube minus 4x minus 9 is equal to 0 using bisection method in 4 stages. So in the question itself it is clearly mentioned we have to find up to 4 stages. In the sense we have to find the value of x4. Now first step is I have to choose the given polynomial as f of x. Assume f of x as the given polynomial x cube minus 4x minus 9. Now we have to keep on giving the value of x until we get one negative value and one positive value. First let me give the value of x is equal to 0. So that you will get f of 0 as 0 cube minus 4 into 0 minus 9. So after simplification you are going to get minus 9. Obviously it is negative, right? Less than 0. Next I am going to give x as 1. So f of 1 value is 1 cube minus 4 into 1 minus 9. So 1 cube is 1 minus 4 minus 9. So whatever may be the value, again it will be negative, right? So 1 minus 4 minus 9 is minus 12. So again it is negative. Now we have to give x is equal to 2 until we should get positive value. If x is equal to 2, you will get 2 cube minus 4 into 2 minus 9. So when you are going to give that 2 cube I have, so it is 8 minus 4 2 is 8. 8 minus 8 will be 0 minus 9 you will get, again it is negative. So less than 0. Next is let me give the value of x is equal to 3. We have to give the value of x until we get positive for f of x. So when you give x is equal to 3, you will get 3 cube minus 4 into 3 minus 9. 3 cube is 27 minus 4 3 is a 12 minus 9. So that is 27 minus 12 minus 9. That will give us 6. So it is positive value. Am I correct? So it is positive. I can write that as greater than 0. So I have obtained a positive value for x is equal to 3. So we have to search for next preceding value to which f of x is negative. Fine. Since x is equal to 3 is positive and x is equal to 3, f of 2 is negative. So clearly I can write therefore the roots lies between 3 and 2. Take the first value as a and second value as b, that is a is equal to 3 and b is equal to 2. Now use the bisection formula given by xn is equal to a plus b by 2, that is 3 plus 2 by 2. You will get 5 by 2. I can write that as 2.5. Right? Anyhow, in the first iteration it is 2.5. So let me take that value as x1. Now we are interested in finding f of x1 value. Replace x with x1. So what you are going to get is 2.5 whole cube minus 4 into 2.5 minus 9. So 2.5 whole cube minus 4 into 2.5 minus 9 is minus 3.375. Fine, minus 3.375. It is less than 0. Fine. So we have to search for the preceding value of f of x where we have positive value. Why? Because we have obtained f of x1 value is negative. We have to look for the positive value. Here is a positive value of f of 3 when x is equal to 3. Here negative value for x1 is equal to 2.5. So when x1 is equal to 2.5, I have obtained negative value. Similarly, when x is equal to 3, I have obtained positive value. Therefore, I can write the roots lies between 2.5 and 3. Take the value as a and the value as b. Now use the formula x2. I have already obtained x1, so let me take this as x2 is equal to a plus b by 2 is given by 2.5 plus 3 by 2. 2.5 plus 3 divided by 2 gives us 2.5. 2.75. So the value of x2 is 2.75. We have to find f of x2 value. Replace x with x2. So 2.75 whole cube minus 4 into 2.75 minus 9. So simplification will give us 2.75 whole cube minus 4 into 2.75 minus 9 gives us 0.796. It is positive. Greater than 0 meaning is it is positive. Look for the previous f of x value where it is negative. Here I have a negative value for x1 is equal to 2.5. Here I have a positive value for x2 is equal to 2.75. So I can clearly write that therefore the roots lies between 2.5 and 2.75. Take this value as a and this value as b. Now calculate the value of x3. Why? Because I have done x2 here. So x3 is equal to a plus b by 2. That gives us 2.5 plus 2.75 divided by 2. 2.5 plus 2.75 divided by 2 gives us 2.625. Now let me calculate f of x3 value. Replace x with x3. x3 is what it is? 2.625. So 2.625 whole cube minus 4 into 2.625 minus 9. So calculation will give 2.625 whole cube minus 4 into 2.625 minus 9 will gives us minus 1.412. Anyhow it is negative, less than 0. f of x3 is negative. We have to look for the previous f of x which is positive. Here I have positive value of f of x2. For x2 is equal to 2.75. Here I have f of x3 value is negative. For x3 is equal to 2.625. Therefore I can write the roots lies between 2.75 and 2.625. Take the first value as a and second value as b. Now let me calculate x4. x4 is given by 2.75 plus 2.625 divided by 2. 2.75 plus 2.625 divided by 2 will give us 2.6875. Remember here no need to calculate f of x4. Why? Because they have asked us to find the value of the root up to 4 stages. In the sense we have to find the value of x4. Therefore I can clearly write that the required root is 2.6875 approximate root. Remember it is approximate root. Now I'll repeat once again. First step, that we have to take given value as f of x. Now we have to keep on giving the values for x right from the minimum value. So let me choose minimum value. I have obtained negative value. Again I'll increase the value of x from 0 to 1. Again I am getting negative. Next I am again increasing, it gives negative. Again increase will give us a positive value. So I am going to stop here itself for positive value. Now I have to take the next very previous step where I have negative value for f of x, and it is for x is equal to 2, it is for x is equal to 3. So the root lies between 2 and 3. I have taken first value as a and second value as b. I have substituted in a bisection formula given by xn is equal to a plus b by 2. I have obtained a value as x1. Since it is first iteration, I have chosen that as x1 value. Now anyhow we are interested in f of x1. So what I have done is I have replaced x1 with 2.5 in a given function f of x. After simplification I have obtained f of x1 value is negative. But I have to look for the positive value in the preceding step. It is for f of 3, that is x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 2.5. Now the root lies between 3 and 2.5. After calculation of x2 by using the bisection formula, I have obtained the x2 value. Again I have to replace it in given function. After replacing, again I have obtained a positive value. We have to look for the previous step where it is negative. It is for f of x1. So I am choosing x1 value. Remember, not f of x1. We have to choose x1 is 2.5 and 2.75. Now similarly I am repeating the steps such that I have obtained the root up to 4 stages. Why? Because our intention is to find the root up to 4 stages. Therefore the required approximate root for this particular problem is 2.6875. Hope it is clear. Now let us look at the one more example problem. Here I have a question. Use bisection method to find the roots of an equation x cube minus x minus 1 is equal to 0 up to 5 iteration. So we have to find the value of x up to 5. That is, I have to find the value of x5. Now in the previous module itself I have explained clearly. First step, I have to write the given polynomial as f of x. So let me write f of x is equal to x cube minus x minus 1. In the next step, I have to give values for x starting with the minimum value. So now let me give the value of x as 0. I'll give x is equal to 0. So I'll get f of 0 as 0 cube. Wherever x is there, replace it with 0. So 0 cube minus 0 minus 1 gives as minus 1. So it is negative. Let me write it as less than 0. Now I have to give the value of x as 1, next minimum value. I'll get the value of f of 1. So replace x with 1. I'll get 1 cube minus 1 minus 1. So 1 cube is 1 minus 1 minus 1. 1 minus 2 is minus 1 is less than 0. Next, x is equal to 2. Since first value is negative, second value is also negative, so I have to get positive value. So let me give x is equal to 2. F of 2 is equal to 2 cube minus 2 minus 1. So it is 8 minus 3 is 5. Now you have plus value, that is plus y. Plus 5 is greater than 0. So stop up to here. In the sense, I should get one negative value and one positive value. Since I have got positive value for x is equal to 2. And look for the very preceding step in which the value is f of x value is negative. Here f of 2 value is positive. So x is equal to 2. In the next preceding step, it is minus 1. That is, the value is f of 1 is negative. So x is equal to 1. Clearly I can write the statement that therefore the roots lies between x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. Now I have to take this value as 1 a and this value as 2. Now use the formula of bisection method. It is given by xn is equal to a plus b by 2. Here xn is equal to a value is 1 plus b value is 2 divided by 2. You will get 3 divided by 2 gives us 1.5. Fine. Therefore x1, this is first step, right? So x1 is equal to 1.5. Now we have to find the value of f of x1. As soon as you obtain the value of x, you have to find f of that particular value of x. So f of x1, replace x with x1. x1 value is 1.5. So you will get 1.5 whole cube minus 1.5 minus 1. I'll use the calculator. See here 1.5 whole cube. So I have cube. I'll use bracket 1.5 cap cube minus 1.5 minus 1. That gives us 0.875. Clearly f of x1 value is positive. I can say greater than 0. Now this value is f of x1 when the value of x1 is 1.5. Fine. So when you put x1 as 1.5, you will get f of x value positive. Now check for the previous value for which f of x is negative. So in the previous step it is positive. Go through one more previous step, it is negative. So f of x1, f of 1 value is negative when x is equal to 1. Here f of x1 value is positive. Therefore I can clearly write that the roots lies between, here the x value is 1.5 and negative value is for which value? X is equal to 1. Am I correct? Now choose this value as a and this value as b. Use the formula xn is equal to a plus b by 2. Since I have already found the value of x1, let me take this as x2. x2 is given by 1.5 plus 1 divided by 2 is 1.5 plus 1 divided by 2 gives us 1.25. This is the value of x2. But we have to find the value of f of x2. Let me find f of x2. Wherever x is there, replace it with x2 value. So it is 1.25 whole cube minus 1.25 minus 1. So I'll use the calculator. See here, use the bracket, 1.25 cap cube, close the bracket, minus 1.25 minus 1. Answer is minus 0.296. Whatever may be the value, it is less than 0. That is negative value. When the value of x2 is 1.25. Here I have written when the value of x2 is 1.25, I have f of x2 value is negative. Now look for the previous f of x value which is positive. Here I have f of x1 is positive. See here, f of x1 value is 0.875. It is positive value. It is negative. Therefore, I can write that the roots lies between. Here positive value is when x is 1.5. Here negative value when x is 1.25. Therefore, the roots lies between 1.5 and 1.25. Now, for the next step, the value of a is 1.5 and the value of b is 1.25. Fine. Now use the same procedure to calculate the value of x3. Why? Because I have already done x2. I have to do x3. x3 is equal to a plus b by 2. A is 1.5 plus b is 1.25 divided by 2. Now 1.5 plus 1.25 divided by 2 gives us 1.375. So the value of x3 is 1.375. Now I have to calculate f of x3. In the sense, replace x with 1.375 in the given problem. So you will get 1.375 whole cube minus 1.375 minus 1. Now let me simplify. Since I have cube, so open the bracket, 1.375 whole cap cube minus 1.375 minus 1. So that will gives us 0.224. Right? Let me write 3 digits. So 0.224. So f of x3 value is anyhow it is positive. Let me write greater than 0. Now check for the previous f of x value which is negative. Why? Because I have obtained positive value. I have to check for negative value. I have calculated the value of f of x3 which is positive. Now look at f of x2. It is negative. Therefore, I can clearly write that the roots lies between x3 value is 1.375 and x2 value is 1.25. So clearly roots lies between 1.375 and 1.25. Fine. Now let me take this value as a 1.375, b as 1.25. Use the same formula. I have already obtained the value of x3. Now I have to calculate x4. x4 is equal to a plus b by 2. A is 1.375 plus b is 1.25 divided by 2. So 1.375 plus 1.25 divided by 2 will gives us 1.3125 or 1.312 I can take. Fine. Now this is the value of x4. Let me calculate f of x4. So f of x4 value is given by x replaced with 1.312 whole cube minus 1.312 minus 1. So that will gives us 1.312 whole cube minus 1.312 minus 1. is minus 0.053 is less than 0. That is, I have obtained a negative value. I have obtained a negative value for f of x4. Now we have to search for the previous f of x value for which we have positive value. So since f of x4 value is negative, look for the previous value f of x3 is positive. So one value is positive and one value is negative. So therefore I can write the roots lies between x value, x4 value is 1.312 and x3 value is 1.375. Now take this value as a and this value as b, 1.375. Fine. Now a plus, calculate the value of, I have already done x4 value. Here I have done. So calculate the value of x5 is given by a plus b by 2. A is 1.312 plus b is 1.375 divided by 2. So let me do this. 1.312 plus 1.375 divided by 2 is 1.3435. So x5 value is 1.3435. Further no need to continue. Why? Because in the question they have asked us to find the root up to 5 iteration. In the sense I have to find the value of x5. So that is what I have done. Therefore I can write, therefore the required root is 1.3435. I'll repeat once again. First step, choose the given polynomial as f of x and rewrite the same. Now in the next step, give the minimum value for x. So I have given the minimum value x as 0. Calculate the value. In this particular problem I have obtained it as negative value. So next, give the next value so that you give the values for x until you will get the positive value. I have given x value as 1. Again I am getting negative value. So what I did is I have given again x as 2. For x is equal to 2 I have positive value. So stop up to here since I have got both negative and positive. So positive value, preceding step negative value. Look at this, f of 1 is minus 1. Fine. So f of 1 value is minus 1 when x is equal to 1. Here f of 2 value is plus 5 when x is equal to 2. Therefore the root lies between 1 and 2. I can clearly write. Now take the first value as a and second value as b. Calculate the value of xn by using the formula a plus b by 2 is given by 1 plus 2 by 2. Calculating, you will get the value of x1. Take the first iteration value as x1. Now we are not interested in x1 value, we are interested in f of x1 value. Replace f of x with f of x1. So wherever x is there, put x1 is x as 1.5. After calculation of f of x1, I am getting 0.875. In the sense positive value. F of x1 is positive. Now look for the preceding step where this f of x given function value is negative. Since I have obtained f of x1, look for the previous step, f of 2 is 5. So it is positive. Again, since I have already have positive value, again positive we cannot take. We have to look for the negative value. In the preceding step I have negative value when x is equal to 1. So I have to choose this value x is equal to 1 and positive value for x is equal to 1.5. Therefore the root lies between 1.5 and 1. That is what I have written here. Take the first value as a, second value as b. Calculate the value of xn by using the formula. In the first iteration I have chosen x as x1. So let me take this as x2. After simplification I have obtained the value of x2 as 1.25. I'm sorry, it just looks like clumsy because I'm trying to solve the entire problem in a single page in order to avoid the confusion. So x2 is 1.25. Now what I did is we are intention in finding f of x2. So replacing x with x2 in the sense wherever x is there in the given problem I am replacing it with 1.25. So replace x with 1.25. I am getting, after simplification, you will get negative value. So since it is negative, we should search for the positive value in the previous step. That is, f of x value should be positive. Fine. Here I have negative value. In the previous step, f of x value is positive when the value of x is 1.5. Here negative when the value of x is 1.25. So I can clearly say the roots lies between 1.5 and 1.25. So I can clearly say the roots lies between 1.5 and 1.25. As usual, take first value as a and second value as b. Now calculate the value of x3 by using the same formula. After calculation, I have obtained the value of x3 as 1.375. Now we are intention in finding f of x3. So replace x with 1.375. This is what we have obtained. After simplification, I have obtained the positive value. Now since we have positive, we have to look for the negative value in the previous step. Previous step is f of x2. So I have negative value. Find negative value when x2 is 1.25. Here I have positive value when x is equal to 1.375. x3 is 1.375 and x2 is 1.25. Therefore, the roots lies between 1.375 and 1.25. Take first value as a and second value as b. Use the same formula for simplification. After simplification, I have got the value of x4 as 1.312. It is positive. Anyhow, we are not looking for x values. Remember, I am telling you once again, we are interested in positive and negative values of f of x, but not x. So we have to calculate f of x4. Let me substitute x4 value in a given function x. So after simplification, I have obtained negative value. Since it is negative, we have to search for the positive value in its previous step. Now look at the previous step is f of x3. I have positive value for x3. x3 is 1.375. Now here I have negative value. It is for x4 is 1.312. Therefore, the roots lies between 1.375 and 1.312. That is what I have written. Either you can take first value as a or b, or you may exchange the a and b values. Anyhow, you will get the same solution. Now I am applying the same formula for these values. So I have obtained x5 value as 1.3435. I am not going to substitute x5 value in f of x. Why? Because in the problem it is clearly mentioned that we have to apply only up to 5 iterations. So I am stopping up to finding x5. So I can clearly write this is the required root of the given equation. Hope it is clear. Let us solve few more problems on the same method. See you in the next session. Thank you.